Hey, Shawnee from SpeedCubeReview.com. So it's 2017, so let's take a look at the 6x6 cubes on the market. Now this is being done at the beginning of 2017, so most likely there'll be a cube or two released in the next year. And if you don't see that cube in this review, go check out some of the reviews in the channel and you'll probably see it right there. So first off, we have the Shengshou 6x6. This is the one with pink plastic, and I've changed the stickers and I kind of just put it into a pattern. Maybe I should have changed that back before I started this. This one was used by a lot of people just because it's pretty stable, but it needs quite a bit of breaking in. It's nothing too crazy, very squared off pieces, and if this was a review a couple years ago, you'd probably see a lot of people using this, but not too many because of that. We do have V-Cube 6x6. This is a pillared version, which is not legal for competition use, but they do have a square one. The old 6x6 was very, very, very clicky. This one is much, much smoother, much faster, and quite good corner cutting, really. Not so much reverse because of squared off pieces, but pretty good forward corner cutting. Now this one can't really be tensioned, and because of that, I don't see a lot of people using it because they want to make sure it's set up for themselves. Then we have ones from MoYu. Now I've got the AoShi and the new WeiShi. They look extremely similar, and the AoShi was kind of the biggest one on the market. It had much more curved pieces and could corner cut pretty well. The WeiShi, right out of the box, felt a little bit faster, a little bit more stable. You can see a sticker fell off right there. That doesn't seem super common. I don't know how that happened, but I need to get some replacement stickers. Now, 6x6s do not compare to 4x4 or 5x5 even closely with corner cutting. These have gotten a lot better, but definitely still need quite a bit of breaking in and do not perform as spectacularly as those smaller cubes will. The WeiShi GTS definitely outperforms the AoShi, so I'm going to move that to the side as well. Next to this, we also have the Ution 6x6. This is called the YuXIn Red. Out of the box, it's pretty sluggish. The common thing to do is replace the Ution 6x6 springs with Ution 5x5 springs, and I've done that on this one. That's also what Kevin Hayes has done on his. Now, with that, I still find this a little bit slow, but that's not too big of an issue. It is quite a bit smaller though. You can even see right here, it's a smaller cube and it feels really nice for its size. One thing with this is that because of how flexible it is, if you are a little more rough in turning, you can misalign it and get things locked up. But if you're accurate, that's not going to be an issue. The other big one in the market right now is from QiYi. This is the WuHua, and out of the box, it's, again, kind of sluggish. Not too much the outer layers. Outer layers are very nice, but as you get more towards the inner layers, it can feel a bit sluggish. The best solution I found for this is a lot of solves. After doing quite a lot of solves on here, it's definitely opened up a bit. It's not as sluggish as the Ution was out of the box, but it's not as fast as the WeiShi GTS. Let's go over these three, because these are the kind of the three big ones you would have. As far as size, you can kind of see we have the biggest is the GTS, and then the WuHua, and then the Ution Red. So if a smaller cube is what you like, the Ution Red would be your choice with that. As far as speed, I found the GTS to be the fastest one out of the box. I've heard people say that they feel like this one's slow. I don't know how many people have all three of these, but compared to these three, this one's fastest out of the box. After doing a spring swap, this one has opened up, especially the outer layers. The WuHua is not bad at all. Outer layers are quite fast. Inner layers are what are slower, but that's not too big of an issue for me since I don't mind too much, since I'm usually just doing 90-degree turns, or center building is much more gripped. So I'm going to go over real quick sort of my favorite thing about each one. The GTS is very bubbly and has kind of a pretty nice and fluid feel to it. I like smaller cubes, so this one feels a bit big for me, but it flows, all the pieces flow over each other very nicely. The biggest thing I like about the WuHua is it's nice and controllable. I don't fear too much I'm going to have pieces popping out. Now, of course, if you really are trying to pop pieces out, you can make that happen. But of all three of these, this one seems to be the most stable. For the Ution Red, this would be the smallest one, so if you like smaller cubes, and can feel very fast, especially the outer layers, with the spring swaps and a lot of breaking in. To kind of quote Kevin Hayes at the end of his video, he says you just have to do 800 solves and then it'll feel just right. So, you know, just 800 solves in this thing and it'll be good. All three of these are good choices. You can't really go wrong with any of them. I honestly don't have a preference of these because I don't really solve 6x6 in competition, and if I did, I really wouldn't know which one I would choose. This one feels a bit big for me, and I prefer stickerless puzzles. This one has 3 pieces and can be made in stickerless, but I haven't seen too many out there currently. So thank you very much for watching. Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Hit like and subscribe for more content like this in the future, and as always, stop by speedqbview.com for more news and reviews.